Team's Brad Chaimson is learning homelessness is an issue unnoticed by many in Rock County. Brad.
Well, it is unlike big cities like New York or Chicago or even here in Madison, where you may occasionally see someone sleeping on a bench at the Capitol Square. Janesville's homeless are far less obvious, and as the effects of the recession continue to be felt, their numbers could be on the rise.
Looks kind of strong right at the moment.
On this night, Rodney Ebert has a warm bed. When it's too cold to survive outside, he comes to the Gifts Men's Shelter in Janesville.
I tell you, it's been a lifesaver. It really has.
Ebert is part of what's being called an invisible population in Rock County. He's one of more than 200 homeless individuals hidden in plain sight, and that number is growing.
We find that the guys, yes, they need shelter, and yes, they need food, and they need a place to stay and someone to talk to, but really they need hope.
Ebert's story is common among Rock County's homeless. He's run out of places to turn.
It was pretty tough. It was really tough. You kind of burn your bridges, people, your friends and everything. They kind of get tired of you sleeping on their couch and everything, and you can only ding family members so long.
When Ebert's not at the shelter, he makes it a point not to be found.
Yeah, I got my nice little campsite to where I don't let anybody know about it.
Mark Perry with Community Action, Inc. coordinates a homeless count each January.
We divide Rock County into 13 territories,
where volunteers cover all of Rock County, searching for individuals like Ebert surviving in the elements, offering care packages, and tracking statistics.
And this isn't all evidence of homeless individuals or people saying, but you know, some of it definitely is.
The count gives local organizations a clearer picture of the need for services.
Yeah, we've known that people have slept here in the past.
Soda cans, food containers, cigarette butts left behind are all signs someone may have spent the night here. Perry says bridges, picnic tables, anything offering shelter is a potential home for someone on the street.
It's one of those spaces that it's in this space, but it's off the beaten path. You wouldn't expect somebody at night to come down here and bother you. And if you can curl up in a bedroll or a sleeping bag underneath here, you're relatively, you're secure for the night.
As winter approaches, Ebert will likely have more company in the shelter. With the state's highest unemployment rate, jobs in Rock County are scarce.
If there's no work, what are you going to do? That's the main thing. There's no jobs. What are you going to do?
Ebert has worked odd jobs, raking leaves, shoveling snow, but for years hasn't held a steady job.
There's basically nothing around here for jobs. I'm 51, I'm going to be 52 in December, and I get more slam doors than I get open doors.
He won't give up the struggle to get back on his feet and says the shelter is giving him reason to hope.
It's about man upstairs and people believing, and that's the way I look at it.
All the shelters in the area have the same goal, and that's to provide a safe place for the night and to get people off the street and into permanent housing.
Now, we understand the Gifts Men's Shelter, they have had some considerable success, right?
It has since it opened in Christmas Eve of 2007, helping 34 men find jobs. And of those 34, 24 were able to save enough money to actually get out and get their own apartment.
A good success right there. Now, another growing trend, we understand, homeless students at Janesville schools.
It is, and that's where the definition of homeless gets to be a little bit tricky. If someone's hopping from couch to couch, staying with friends and relatives, some organizations do not recognize that as homeless. However, the Janesville School District does, and a record number of students are currently in that situation.
Really, they just have to help the kids deal with this kind of stress that they're going through. I mean, they like the officials there say, I mean, if they're worried about where they're going to sleep at night, they're not really worried about their multiplication tables so much.
Well, that topic and more stories from Rock County's homeless will be featured in Sunday's Janesville Gazette. It's an important note. The shelters and other groups working to help the area's homeless all depend on donations to help. You can find a list of Janesville organizations by visiting our website at channel3000.com.
All right, the night team's Brad Chaimson reporting tonight. Brad, thank you very much.